don't get paid if you sleeping, man. You don't know where I come from. You don't know what I've been through. Realize I don't say I sent you. You getting mad, I'm sitting back, I'm fucked up, I'm getting trash. Gotta go watch 2 gold chains and I go real like you know. Man, I rap like it's loaded. I mean.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another amazing video. Thank you so much for watching. On this video, I'm going to be talking about Ethereum, Bitcoin, crypto in general, liquidation, everything I got. You guys have to listen word by word what I'm about to show you. Every single minute of this video is going to be very important about the future of crypto. Now, I have been doing this since 2015. I have seen patterns, the same news being cycled over and over, and it's pretty much the same. It literally is. You can go back to like 2012, 2014, 16, all that stuff. There's the same articles saying Bitcoin is done, Bitcoin's over. It pumps and then it drops, consolidates, bear market, multi-year bear market, then it just stays flat and then it goes up, a bunch of stuff, okay? Those of you that have actually stayed here for multiple bear markets, you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. Now, there's also a very important point of view that I noticed the other day where it could totally change your mind about crypto in case you are still bullish. So I'm gonna start talking about Ethereum and Bitcoin real quick because them two are very important. So right now, Ethereum is looking like it wants to break under $1,000. We are currently trading at $1,075, and if we do manage to go below 1K, my own price prediction, which I did say on previous videos and on Twitter, that we could see $700 to $800 per coin of ETH. It's gonna suck, and I know I'm not, you know what, the bad thing about making YouTube videos about this is that all the viewers, not really all of them, but majority of them are moon boys, and they want to see titles. Bitcoin is going to 300,000. Ethereum, buy now. I'm going all in. Ethereum is gonna bounce tonight, and it's gonna go back to 4K tomorrow. That's what they want to hear, but I'm not that type of person. I'm gonna keep it real with you guys, okay? And sadly, my type of honesty for a YouTube video for crypto doesn't bring in new followers. It doesn't bring in new subs. It just doesn't have the right positivity mindset for the right community, if you guys understand me. But I mean, it is what it is. I've literally been right about 90% of the time throughout this whole entire bull market. I expected this already. I had already sold and took profits on my way up on Bitcoin, Ethereum. I sold Uni airdrop last year, and I literally bought a property and a whole bunch of other stuff. Man, it was great. I freaking loved it, man. Now, Ethereum, if it goes under 1K, it is going to be really bad. I know I have so much to talk about, man, and I'm looking forward to the comments. And I want to make my job on this video is for you to be like, oh shoot, he has a point. He could be onto something, and I hope I do that. Which, if I do, please comment down below. Now that I'm saying that, please click that like button in case you enjoyed this video. It helps the algorithm out. It gets my videos out for more crypto viewers, crypto that just want to learn and things like that. So please help me out, and I do appreciate it. So based off of this charting for Ethereum, the 1334 has not crossed yet. What does that mean? More downside. I want to see the 13 cross above, and that way we will start seeing at least some type of bounce. But right now we are way under, man. We're deep into the ocean, and it seems like we are drowning and we cannot get back up. This is on the daily though. The weekly and the monthly, in my opinion, look really bad. The monthly, it already had a bearish crossover, which in the last video I said the bearish crossover happened about April, I think, if I remember correctly. And I said it's not going to be over. This is going to be months of just drop, small little pumps and consolidation, and then drop back down. So expect that to happen. 1K area for Ethereum is very important, okay? Now, we also have to keep in mind all of these liquidations that are going to happen. there's a big one right now, and here is the Ethereum 223,000 position on Aave. Now I think they're going to get liquidated at around 1,040, if I remember correctly. Which, you know, if that happens, man, that's going to be a lot of Ethereum coming out, man. $1,042, but that was a few days ago, 3 days ago. Who knows if they pumped in more money, more Ethereum to that way lower their price to get liquidated? I don't know. Based off of this, if it does happen, it's going to be very bad. And not only that, but I want to point out, guys, many years ago, we did not have the easy access we have today with being able to have leverage, margin, liquidations. You cannot, lending. You know, some of these big projects are literally being just given money, lending money, and being like, hey, here, do whatever you want to. And this is what happens. You know, they put in $264 million. That's huge. Aave did not exist a few years ago. You know, back then in 2017, it was all about like ICOs, IEOs or whatever it was, all them pumps and dumps and get in early on the private sale and then just sell on the public sale or once it gets launched into exchanges, things like that. That's what drove pretty much the bull run on 2018, give or take. It was around that area. And you know, crypto was barely getting easy to buy, like for example Coinbase and all of them other ones for the newbies to just buy crypto from their credit cards and just being able to sell with the click of a button. You know, things like that are huge for the crypto space. This bull run, guys, think about it. Now more than ever, people can just easily get a position, get lending money, and put it into a fund against Ethereum, and think it's gonna go up and have a liquidation price. And guys, I want to also point out this right here reminds me of the 2008 housing crash. I hope I opened your eyes to this, okay? What happened? So the bank literally gave money to people that were not eligible or pretty much barely eligible to get money to be able to go buy a house. So as that happened, too much money went out, and then the housing crash happened, and it was just really bad for the market. The economy was bad, horrible. See what I mean? Okay, I hope you guys understand me, and I'm trying to explain it as much as I can because a lot of things are going in my mind right now and I'm kind of getting carried away. So that money that the bank was giving people exceeded way past what people could afford. Okay, now what's going on with the crypto? People are borrowing money that they pretty much can't afford. They can't afford to lose. They can't afford to pretty much pay it back. You know, stuff like that. They're trying to get positions in that are way over their head. Now, whenever you put that 2008 crash to right now into crypto, liquidation is going to be horrible, man. It really is. It's just going to be a domino effect. People in their mindset, whenever they see stuff like this, a 264 million position, right? They're like, oh wow, that's a lot of Ethereum. No way this can go under 1,042. Guys, we're literally $40 away from it. And many other investors, many other long moon boys, whatever, they're gonna get a position on that support level of around 1042, give or take, and they're gonna be like, yo, this no way this is gonna go below it. This is the floor. Who cares what people say? There's no way, blah blah blah. I've heard that many times. Okay, now what happens if it does go below that? It's bad. Boom 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 and crash. Everybody's liquidation is gonna just start taking effect and is gonna go even lower. I was going based off of the RSI a while ago, but man, we're expected to see a small bounce, and I hope it's soon, man. Look at this RSI, way oversold. It is way down here on the 20s, but keep in mind, look at this right here. Way back here is also even under 20. There's still some in the 15s, 16s, give or take. So there's still room, more room to go to the downside. Now, I also want to point out, guys, that I'm not against crypto. You know, I'm not a moon boy either. Look, I'm just going based off of what the chart is telling me. What like literally what past history has happened, what could potentially happen in the future. History does not repeat itself, but it really does like to rhyme. It may not be word by word, but hey, you guys get the drift. So looking at this chart, man, we got to be safe on here. You know, if you want to short it, that's fine. If you want to long it, hey, that's all up to you. None of this is financial advice. I just want to have my point of view into you guys and see what you think. Maybe I change your mind. You know, if all of a sudden this turns around and it turns bearish, if the 13 crosses above the 34 and it just completely turns the whole entire way around, then great, that's fine. I'll start making videos about the upward momentum. I'm not one side only. Whatever the chart tells me, that's what I'm going to believe in. I'll get a long position, a short position, which, by the way, I already had a short position around the $1,700 area on Femex. Amazing application for you to use to short or long. And literally, I'm in deep profit, man. I freaking love it. I've already taken small little profits, but I'm leaving a little bit in there. Now, how long am I gonna hold it? I want to see this $1,000 whole crash. If it does, that's even more money. Now onto Bitcoin. There's many things on here. I know you're gonna see all these types of lines. I drew these lines a long time ago. This is how pretty much, you know, I've been in crypto for a while. This is 2017. Is this 2017, 2018? This is crazy. So, all right. Here's another thing. Do you see this pattern right here in 2017, 2018, right? So boom, up, down, a little bit of a pump trying to get back onto the all-time high, and then we just drop like crazy. And then we have one more small pump, give or take, you can consider it two, and then we just literally stay somewhat flat, you know, slowly start going down. Right here is where we stayed flat for the longest time ever. It was from November all the way to March of the following year of 2019. I remember that. It was the longest, like 5 months, give or take. It was crazy, you know. Bitcoin was hovering around 4K, 5K, 6K forever, man. But then it finally started doing something. This is what the consolidation phase is. Everybody's loading up their bags. Big people are loading up, you know, as much as they can, but they're trying to keep it on the low side, and then boom, they just profit like crazy, especially way over here. Now, okay, what's happening right here, guys? Drop. They tried to pump it up, but it couldn't make it. Drop. I'm gonna zoom out just a little bit, just enough to where you can see it. What do you see here? Match these side by side. This portion right here matches this right here. If you don't see this, I need you guys to get your eyes checked. Literally. I do apologize for me being rude, but sometimes I just have to be direct with you guys and point out things that are obvious, okay? So, you see this downside and then a small pump. Downside, we expect a small pump. Now, last video, I did these lines right here, if you guys remember. Now, I drew this one right here. I said, guys, on Bitcoin, 29,000 area, give or take, it's going to be a support level. But if it loses, it's going to drop. Look exactly what happened. So it lost the support level. It came to retest this next support down below, and it literally touched it and it hovered it for a while. And on my Twitter, I kept saying, guys, Bitcoin's gonna go to 20 to 21K. Watch out, you know, so on and so forth. Nobody listened. I drew these, look at these lines. I literally said it could potentially, you know, do something like this and then hit this support level and start hovering around, and we could potentially go up. But if it breaks, it's gonna flush down. Look what happened. Look what happened, guys. Please open your eyes and see this. Now, if we go below 20K, give or take 19.8, we could easily see 14.4, okay? There's many moon boys and a lot of hate comments that I'm gonna get, and I don't even care at this point, man. I don't care. 14.4K is a possibility, and if that happens, many more people will just get wrecked, man. More liquidations, more margin calls, all of that stuff, man. I know there's a lot of people that have a position and they're gonna get liquidated at how much was it? 14.5, if I remember correctly, which is kind of weird that it matches up perfectly with this line right here. I drew this line way back there where it's a good support level in my own opinion. And I do believe that there's snipers out there, big whales with huge bags that do things like this on purpose to drop down Bitcoin price, and they pretty much end up getting the big bags wrecked. They love to do things like that, man. Don't ask why, they just do. And if you guys see, man, come on now, check this out. It's literally, it matches. It really does. Now here's a possibility too, okay? I'm not gonna only say it's gonna go only down and all that stuff, okay? Now here's something that could happen. You see this little pump right here, a small one. Maybe this 20K area, Ethereum 1K area, maybe this is that little pump that we are expecting to see here in the future, and I hope I make a future video about this. So it's gonna go something like that, right? And then what happens? It's literally just a slow bleed, which I'm gonna zoom out just a little bit more. So expect maybe a possibility, okay? I'm trying to list every scenario. So it's gonna go like this, kind of like that. It's not gonna be exacts, but give or take, right? Now if we pretend that it's a line, then you know it could almost be the same exact pattern as the one back in 2018, sorry, and all that. So how long did this take? So let's get a rough estimate, very rough estimate. February 2018, okay? We are right now in 2022, right? How long until, let's say, until we started getting like super flat? November of 2018, and this was February. So 2 months to 11, so give or take 8 months, right? And so maybe until November. So who knows, man? November, December, give or take, we're going to be seeing this action right here towards the end of this year. Now, am I being, you know, 100% accurate? No, this is just a speculation that could happen. Another scenario is totally we lose this area, and then we hit C, and then we start doing that pattern way over here, and then we start going flat. You know, there's a lot of stuff going on in crypto into the space, and expect the unexpected, to be honest with you, okay? It's hard, I understand that, it sucks. Some people bought the top and they're not selling yet, expecting it to go back up. You gotta open your eyes, man. You gotta see every scenario, you gotta take profit, you gotta have a stop loss, a mental stop loss if you want to. You know, a bunch of stuff is going on, and I hope I opened up your eyes even more whenever I mentioned the 2008 housing crash, whenever banks were giving out money to anybody and everybody that pretty much couldn't afford the house, the payments, and then it just created a really bad crash. I expect it to happen in crypto. This would potentially be the biggest liquidation, crypto crash, market crash ever to exist. Now more than ever, it's going to be super easy for you to get into a position, long, short. Many years ago, you weren't able to do that, at least not that easy to do. All of these projects like Aave were not here back then in the last bull run. Many new projects and companies, big companies are here that weren't back then. Keep that in mind, guys. I hope I explained my best that I could. If I did, please click that like button. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll be seeing you guys in the next video. Take care. I'm out. Peace.
You don't get paid if you sleep in, man. You don't know where I come from. You don't know what I've been through. Realize I don't